Oi lads, Kim Jong-un here, and today we're going to be going over my very first flak build called Dual Nova Flak. This build relies on Novas and is mainly used for mobbing, however bossing is definitely something it can do, but it's the most inferior aspect of the build. Now this build utilizes all the trees, yup, you heard that right, all the trees, so the purple tree will surprisingly make an appearance in this build. Just want to remind you little cuties that the save file for this build can be located in my Discord server if you want to try out for yourselves, and for you Xbox players, you can also hop into the server and head into the build giveaway channel. Once you're there, type in your gamer tag and the build you want, in this case Dual Nova Flak, and boom, it'll be mailed right to you. And for you PlayStation players, unfortunately there is no way for me to send you the build just yet. However, when Gearbox enables crossplay, all you PlayStation players in the Discord will get a ping telling you that the build is available up for grabs. Alright, so without wasting any more time, let's get into the build, baby. So as you can see, there are only two weapons, and one of those is the one you constantly want to be holding, and that is the Psycho Stabber. This gun can be obtained from Borderlands, and you want this in the 300/90 anointment. This works well with our Deadeye class mod, helping us to insta-kill enemies, and also boosts the damage of our Stinger, as the Nova of that shield does melee damage, hence why we're using the Psycho Stabber. Next up is the Plague Bearer. Honestly, you can have this in any element, and as for the anointment, I would recommend either 300/90 or ASC splash damage. All you're going to be using this for is second winds or killing flying enemies, so in all honesty, it doesn't even have to be the Plague Bearer. Next up is the main source of damage, baby, and that is the Stinger. Make sure you get this in either the corrosive or shock element. This shield paired with our anointment of triggering the shield effect on action skill start will hit enemies with its Nova constantly and leave them with a deadly sting. Get it guys, because sting and we're using the Stinger. Very good one, Crypto. Yeah, very funny man. Yeah, good one. Next up is the Deadeye class mod. This 35% extra damage paired with the 300% from our Psycho Stabber anointment will help us one-shot almost every single enemy in the game. The rolls and skills you get on this comm really don't matter, it's all up to preference. Now to shake up the build, we have a White Elephant. This procs stickies which do a lot of damage, and when paired with Megavore, yeah, you do even more damage. That's pretty much it, I don't know what else to add. You'd usually prefer a different prefix on this artifact, like a fire, shock or radiation stone, but the passives I got on this artifact are way too good to pass up, and you definitely want to get as much cooldown rate as possible. Finally, we have the grenades, and you know the rules. And so do I. The grenade mod can be literally anything, although I guess the Hunter Seeker could be quite beneficial for cooldown. But I feel like the bonus cooldown you get from throwing really isn't too great. However, what you do want is ASC Cryo. This allows our White Elephant stickies to freeze enemies, giving our Nova attack from the Stinger a lot, and I mean a lot, more damage. Alright, so now for the skill tree. Starting off with the least important tree in the build, we have ourselves the green tree. All we did here was go down to Eager to Impress for more cooldown rate, as we really do need it. In the purple tree, we spec'd into Success Imminent, and yeah, we did only put 1 point into it, but it's still a great skill nonetheless, and the 4 other points really don't add much more damage, believe it or not. Speccing into this skill now allows us to fire 2 Novas after we use our rack attack. This is because the Nova activates whenever our shield is broken or refilled, but this is where the interesting interaction takes place. The action skill start anointment we have on our Stinger actually depletes our shield every time we send out our racks. So yeah, we now fire 2 Novas after each action skill. Hence the build name, Dual Nova Flak, and it's slightly crazy because this Radiation Nova does a ton of damage. Just keep in mind it doesn't do melee damage, so things like your White Elephant or Psycho Stabber won't be affecting it. We spec'd into the blue tree, and when it comes to this tree, literally nothing matters except Dominance. Dominance recently got changed and now causes a Radiation Nova after the dominated enemy is killed or after the effect ends. This Nova is ridiculously strong. To proc Dominance, all we have to do is activate our Stinger, since that does melee damage. This is also where our 300/90 anointment and Deadeye come into play. With all that damage combined together, we manage to dominate an enemy and kill them within the same Nova when there are enemies around us. And obviously, whenever we kill that dominated enemy, they release a Nova which will kill all the enemies around it. Yeah, this build is pretty much Novaception, and to say I love it would be an understatement. Yo, I know it's late and all, but shit, I'm about to write Flak a Valentine's Day card after this video. And finally, we have the orange tree, and as you can see, it really isn't anything too special, it's a pretty generic spec. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why we're spec'd into Megavore, again, it's because our White Elephant stickies will be able to hit crits, and this is the only way we're going to be affected by Flak's crit skills. And for the action skill, in case I haven't made it clear enough, you want to equip Rack Attack, and the augments you want selected are Falconer's Feast and Rack Accelerate. Ending off the entire build is the pet, and we have the Spider Ant Scorcher for that sweet bonus elemental damage. But yeah, build out the way, this marks the end of the video. If you enjoyed the build or video, make sure to like and subscribe, as it really does help me out a lot, and also come hang out with us over on Twitch, link in the description. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Stay classy. Peace.